Hey everybody, it's Zach. Welcome back to the Heroverse. And guys, we are back again with another tier list Tuesday. Guys, I think this will be this upcoming Tuesday's tier list. I know I said I was going to be ranking the Fox movies or the Marvel Fox movies with like X-Men, Deadpool, and Fantastic Four. But I think I'm going to do a balance where like I do one recorded, one live stream, and then another recorded, and then another live stream. I think I'm gonna flip flop back and forth between them. So I think I could do some focus up ones where I'm just focusing on my ranking, and then some ones where I rank things in the tier list with you guys. This one, of course, is going to be my MCU tier list for upcoming projects with phases 5 and phase 6. Of course, this is projects that are upcoming. Of course, we have a lot of projects that I already previously ranked, whether it be in my MCU movie ranking or video, or whether it be my MCU Disney Plus show ranking that I did live, which was last Tuesday. So, like I said, guys, this is going to be another video premiere. Super excited to kind of rank these upcoming shows and movies, of kind of my excitement for them. Of course, as you can see here, we have super excited. We have interested, not interested, but I'll watch. We have I don't care. We have that as another tier. And then we also have won't watch at all. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't think I'm going to put anything in won't watch at all. Most likely I'm not going to put anything there. I don't see myself putting anything in won't watch at all. And I don't really see myself putting anything in I don't care really, besides maybe like one or two projects I could think of on the top of my hair. I'm on the top of my head. I'm thinking one I know for sure I'm going to be putting in the I don't care column. Not that I won't watch, but like I just don't care, if I'm being honest. But super excited to get into this tier ranking for all the upcoming MCU projects, and like I said, in phases 5 and 6. I still can't believe we're kind of at the tail end of phase 5 and we're going to be going into 6 pretty soon. Really insane. We have a couple more projects and then we're in phase 6. But like I said, guys, we're going to start off with, of course, Agatha All Along. And of course, this is how these movies and shows are going to be released. Some of them I'm not quite sure, so I put them in places I thought, I'm thinking that they're going to be released in the order. But of course, as we know, Agatha All Along comes out this September. This is actually a show I'm pretty excited for. I know that I really love Catherine Hahn's character of Agatha. I loved her in WandaVision. She definitely was a standout in WandaVision, and I'm really excited to see kind of where that story is going to go. Because as we all know, we didn't really get to see, that conclusion of Wanda saying, with Agatha saying to Wanda in WandaVision in the finale, oh, you're going to need me for what's coming. And then Wanda's like, if I need you, I know where to find you. So we kind of did not get that conclusion, and I'm wondering if she was supposed to be in Multiverse of Madness, Agatha, but they kind of like scrapped that when they got the new director, which of course was Sam Raimi. So I'm excited to see where this is all going to go and see her story kind of like conclude, but also go on a new path, like a new character arc or story arc. I'm excited to see where that character is going to be going in the MCU. So I'm pretty optimistic about this show, and I know not a lot of people care for this show, and a lot of people are asking, why is this show being made? I never asked that question in terms of Marvel shows or movies, because I look at it as the comics of the plethora of how many comic storylines we have, how many characters we have in the comic books. I look at this as just another issue of a comic. And it's like, and again, if it appeals to you, cool. If it doesn't, that's cool as well. Same as how I look at it as, again, it's like, some comics appeal to people, some comics don't. You just wait for the next issue, or you just wait for a different issue of a comic book. That's how I'm looking at it. So if I'm being honest, I'm very interested in this. So I'm going to put it at interested. Like I said, really excited to kind of dive deep back into the world of the mystical and the whimsical, because it looks like we're going to get a lot of Wicked vibes. Of course, the Broadway show Wicked. It's kind of like I think a prequel to Wizard of Oz. So I get a lot of there's a lot of vibes of that in here, and a lot of Charmed in here, and I'm just excited for the show. I think it's going to be a good time. I'm not super excited, but I am interested in it, so I'm going to put it at interested. Going on to Captain America Brave New World, you already know, super interested. I'm really excited for this project. I think that this movie is going to be great. This movie is doing a lot of laying down the kind of laying down the groundwork to go into an X-Men movie. And this is kind of doing a lot where like this movie is gonna change the MCU in a big way, because in this movie we're finally kind of getting, or it's finally kind of getting acknowledged about the Celestial Tiamat. And we end up finding out that in the trailer of Captain America: Brave New World that they showed at D23 and also San Diego Comic Con, they were was it Harrison Ford's was it Thunderbolt Ross introduced vibranium. So, or not vibranium, I mean adamantium, which of course is what is used for the Weapon X program for Wolverine. That's what Wolverine's skeleton is made out of. So, this is like the groundworks of Logan showing up in a possible project in the Weapon X project, starting and us getting one step closer to getting Wolverine. That's really, really big. Not only that, but this is kind of like Sam's first movie as like Captain America. He officially is Captain America in this movie. He's going to be going on missions. He's going to be going on missions with, of course, Joaquin Torres, which of course he is the new Falcon. We're getting Red Hulk in this movie. We're kind of getting back to the ground level espionage like vibes that I really, really loved, that we all loved with Winter Soldier. And I feel like Winter Soldier is still beloved. It's in people's top threes, top fives, top tens of the best MCU movies of all time. So hell, it's a lot of people's top one for the best MCU movie of all time. And we've had some great movies. So that's what I'm saying, is that this movie is really kind of going back into what we love about the Captain America movies, is that ground levelness, at least as much ground level as we can have with Red Hulk, and of course the Celestial Tiamat being there, and having adamantium being introduced, and more. And also we're now kind of also seeing was it, I can't remember his name, Tim Blake Nelson back, of course, as the leader. We saw him get introduced in Incredible Hulk, so we kind of see his story conclude, and from that plot point of Incredible Hulk, we're finally kind of seeing that come to tuition here, or fruition here. I think it's tuition, or yeah, I think it's fruition. I think that's the name, and how you say it. But it's like finally happening. So I'm really excited for this movie. It's going to do a lot of fun things, and it's going to be really, really big, especially the battle of the metals. I mean, come on, if adamantium is stronger than vibranium, that's going to be a big problem for not only just Wakanda, but also for the Talakan people. So I'm super excited. This movie is going to be really huge for the MCU. Super excited. Of course, the next project we're going to be talking about is Daredevil Born Again. You already know how excited I am for this series. I've been excited. I've been waiting for another season of Daredevil. And I've also been waiting for Daredevil to be canonized in the MCU. And both of those are coming to fruition. I'm super excited. Like, I cannot be more ecstatic for this project. Like, I'm super, super excited. Having Charlie back, and having his story continue, having Deborah, having Eldon, having what's his name? God, I can't remember the name on the top of my head. John Bernthal, there we go. And also, Vincent D'Onofrio, and also Wilson Bethel, all of them back as their characters, and it's not a soft reboot of their characters. They are playing the characters that they played in the Netflix universe of the Marvel show. So I'm super excited to have these characters continue their arc, especially going after season 3, how he ended season 3 with Bullseye waking up, and of course, he finally has his abilities of never really like missing, and it's on a super level of not missing, and agility and stuff like that. Like, I'm super, super excited to see all that go down, especially now that he's kind of at like a on par with Daredevil now, especially since I'm still thinking they are still going with that kind of super sense, like how he was in She-Hulk. Maybe not as flippy, and not as whimsically as he was in She-Hulk, Daredevil, but I think he's going to be a little bit more souped up than what he was in the Netflix series, especially if they're going to be putting him with Spider-Man soon. I think he needs to have that, especially if Bullseye is as souped up as he's supposed to be, due to the ends and how he left season 3 of Daredevil. I think he still needs to have that souped up vibe, but from what I can tell, it's a little bit souped up, but seriously grounded to how he was in the Daredevil series, which I'm perfectly fine with, because that's what I fell in love with, so I'm okay with that. But I want him to still have that, a little bit of that it's believable that he's swinging with Spider-Man. But I think that this series is going to deliver. This is the series I'm most excited for out of all of them, and this is really the project I'm most excited about in general. So really excited about this. When stuff starts dropping for this, like promotion and teaser trailers and stuff, that's all we're going to be talking about on this channel. We're going to be breaking down everything. I'm going to be reacting to the show on Patreon. Super excited about the show. I'm probably the one that you're going to just see the most of on YouTube promoting the show. But super excited. Can't wait for Daredevil Born Again. I want to know your thoughts down in the comment section below about that. Thunderbolts, I want to say I'm interested in this. I don't want to say I'm super excited, but I want to say I'm interested. I'm at the teetering of saying super excited because Sentry is going to be introduced in this movie. We're finally getting John Walker back, and he does have a shield in the trailer, because the D23 teaser trailer did leak out, and we finally saw that John Walker does have a Captain America shield. I don't know if it's vibranium. I don't know what it's made of, how it could be made out of adamantium, because Thunderbolts takes place after Captain America Brave New World, so it could be adamantium. And you know that the government, we know Thunderbolt Ross is most likely working with Val. Wouldn't be surprised if, since they discovered this new metal, they're gonna want their this new team to have the best of the best, and he's gonna have the new metal that's better than the Cap, the Cap shield, which of course is vibranium. So I would not be surprised to kind of test out this metal. They give it to John Walker's Cap for these missions, and he has adamantium shield. I would not be surprised, but super excited to see what that shield is made out of. Cannot wait. And to have to find out the kind of idea about this movie is that all these assassins are called together, and someone wants them to be out of the picture. Like they're essentially being sent to this building to fight one another, but also it's a trap to kill all of them and get them out of the picture. I don't know what that's about. I'm loving the vibes from what I'm seeing. This movie has a chance of being something I'm really excited about when we see more trailers for it. But that trailer just got me enough interested where I was like, okay, yeah, I think this is not I'm really interested about this project. I wouldn't say I'm super excited about it until we get more footage. But like I said, I liked what I saw, especially the fight sequence between John Walker, U.S. Agent, Ghost, Taskmaster, all fighting, and also Yelena. Love the vibes there. From what we saw from the teaser footage, Bucky wasn't fighting with them in that sequence. I'm not sure what that's about. He was in it was being, it looked like he was kind of at court. I think probably for a hearing or something, or something. It looked like something was happening with Bucky. I'm probably where Bucky, the government is deciding where Bucky should be because he is a super. I'm not sure what's going on with him, but I'm super excited to kind of see where this plot line is going. So I am interested for damn sure. Fantastic Four, you already know, super excited. I'm super excited for the Fantastic Four. Love the futuristic, set in the 60s, the 60s utopia futuristic vibes. I love what we're getting from that first teaser that leaked out at San Diego Comic-Con. We got our first look at Galactus, first look at Herbie. Super excited. We also got our first look at the Fantastic Car. So I'm really excited. I got a lot of Jetsons vibes too when we saw the Fantastic Car, and we saw it in front of the big screen that is set in this futuristic 60s utopia. I love the vibes. I think that this movie might be probably one of, if not the best movie, probably going into phase. I think it's phase 6 when that comes out, because Thunderbolts comes out before was it before Fantastic Four. So there's a chance that I think that this movie could be the best, kind of when I want to say, not, yeah, I think, yeah, this, since it's a start of phase 6, one of, if not the best movie of phase 6. And that's saying a lot, because we have with Avengers Doomsday and also Avengers Secret Wars coming out. I definitely think it's going to be one of the most standout projects going into phase 6 until we get to, of course, Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars, because I think those are going to be the ones that people talk about the most, and the ones, but this movie has to set up Avengers Doomsday, and I think that this movie is going to deliver on a very, very high note, especially seeing Joseph Quinn. I love him being cast as Johnny Storm. I love Pedro as Reed. That's grown on me so much. I loved Pedro from the beginning, but it took me a minute to kind of getting to see the vision that Kevin saw of him as our Reed Richards of the MCU. It took me a minute like to see Matt Shackman and also see what Kevin's idea was of seeing him as Reed Richards, but I see the vibes there. Also Vanessa Kirby, perfect choice as Sue Storm. It was either her, it was either Jodie Comer from Free Guy, and also I think Killing Eve. I think that's another show that she was in. I believe. Don't correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not quite sure. I think that was one of the other projects she was in. It was a TV show. She's such a great actress, and I thought she would have killed it, especially having that brother-sister vibe between Joseph and her. I thought that would have been really, really good. But I think Vanessa Kirby was the perfect choice for to have, you know what I mean, with the brother-sister dynamic of between her and Joseph. Super, super excited to see the Johnny and Sue's brother-sister, dynamic in this movie. I think it's might be the best to rival Jessica Alba and also Chris Evans's Johnny Storm, their brother sister dynamic. So I'm really, really excited for that. And also, of course, Eben Moss Backrack, that plays, of course, Ben Grimm, aka The Thing. I think he's gonna kill it. I love him from The Bear as Cousin. I'm sold. Like, this cast, I'm so sold. The look of it, the theme of the Fantastic Four movie, I'm super excited. That's another project besides Daredevil that I'm super, super excited for. I would say I'm more excited for that than Captain America Brave New World, if I'm being totally honest. And that's saying a lot because we haven't even got really our first official teaser trailer. We only got shown what was leaked out and was even supposed to come out to the public. So super excited for that. I think I would put that probably Daredevil, then Fantastic Four, then Captain America Brave New World. That's probably how I would put it as of right now before I get to everything else. But that's probably where my excitement is for those. Iron Hearts, I am interested in this. I wouldn't say I'm super excited, but I'm damn well interested in it. I think I'm more interested in Ironheart than I am in Agatha, if I'm being totally honest. But I think the one I'm most interested in, of course, is Thunderbolts out of the three, and then Ironheart, and then Agatha. But like I said, I'm not interested in it, and but I'll watch. But I am interested in these projects. So like I said, Ironheart, I'm excited to see Riri Williams back as this character, especially this takes place after Wakanda Forever, where she no longer has the suit that was built in Wakanda due to, of course, it being like one of the most kind of expensive but also threatening machines out there that's made of all vibranium, and you know what I mean, and having that out in the world where vibranium is the government's on the hunt for vibranium. It's very, very, being that suit being held in the wrong hands could be a catastrophe. So I understand why Shuri wanted it to stay in Wakanda, but this storyline, of course, is Anthony Ramos's character, which of course he plays. I think his name is the Hood, I believe, or the Hood. I can't remember what his character's name is. I know it's not Red Hood. I think it's just the Hood, I believe. And his powers being from Mephisto. I'm super excited to see how that's all going to go. And she kind of is a part of this group that essentially she kind of does these heists to get money to build her new suit. So I'm excited to see kind of the character dynamic of, the right and wrong of, you want to help people and you need money to build your suit, but are you doing the right thing to get that money to build your suit? So I'm excited to see that dynamic of right and wrong and the moral compass of, you want this, but is this the right way to be getting the thing that you want? I'm excited to see that. I think that's good. If it's done right, I think it could be very, very well. And it enhances that character that we first got introduced, of course, in Wakanda Forever. Like, it really builds that character even more, because this is kind of the project that's really going to mold this character and really make us really root for this character even more. So this project definitely has to be done right. And like I said, I liked what I saw so far. Some spotty CGI, but I think it will look even better when the show does drop. But yeah, like I said, I am interested in it. I just want it to come out. What If Season 3? What If Season 3, I'm interested. It's not like I'm not interested, but I'll watch. I am interested in this because I'm invested. I've been sitting seasons 1 through 2, And now with season 3, I am excited to kind of see this story conclude, especially Captain Carter's story conclude, because really this series has been surrounded around her, and I think rightfully so. I think it made sense to kind of surround it up with another Captain America as the front and center. So I like that dynamic. I think she's probably the most standout character out of all the What If characters. I find it that I enjoy more stuff with her than I do with everybody else. So, and I think her episodes and what things that goes with her are the most important. I think she's the foundation that makes What If work. Whether people agree with me or not, I like that they kind of stayed with a focal character as another, like with another Captain America, and I think it's so fitting that is Peggy Carter, because she was so great. What she was like morally there in terms of with Steve Rogers. They had great morals, both of them together. They were great human beings. I think it made sense that it would be surrounded by another great person that got the serum, which of course is Peggy Carter. So, like I said, I'm excited to see that story conclude. I'm excited to see how they how they go out with the season with a bang. I know some X-Men characters are going to be involved in this. I think Storm is confirmed to be in What If Season 3. We got Monica in Season 3. We're going to be getting also Sam, Captain America in Season 3. So I'm super excited. They're cooking up some great things. I think so, story-wise, probably better than the first 2 previous seasons. I do, like I said, I still think in my ranking that I did for the Marvel Disney Plus shows that you guys saw, I think, of course, Season 1 of What If is better than Season 2. So, like I said, I am excited to see what they do in What If Season 3. So, I am interested. Spider-Man freshman year, not gonna lie, not interested. I'm not really interested. I saw the animation, and I wasn't really even interested when we first started getting, like, the photos of what the animation was gonna look like back, I think, last year, I want to say. Back at last D23 or last San Diego Comic-Con. I can't remember which one it was, but when I saw these photos, I was like, I don't like it. I don't like the way the animation is. I don't like the route they are going. I do like the kind of it looking like a comic book in terms of the character designs, but I do not like the animation as much. It's very MTV meets, like, I don't even know. I don't even want to say like What If, but like, yeah, MTV. Yeah, I think it's like the best thing is like saying MTV meets like maybe Spectacular Spider-Man, but I wouldn't even say that. Maybe I feel like What If might be the best kind of meets that, but it just looks very odd and like very uncanny valley sort of. And if I'm being totally honest with you, I think the animation from the MTV Spider-Man, I think overall I find myself to enjoy more than this, because I love MTV Spider-Man. I know it's very underrated. The theme slapped. The idea of it being as like a continuation of Sam Raimi's Spider-Man and kind of that same universe I liked as well. And yeah, now I can't remember his name, but also I can't remember his name. It's gonna kill me. I'm trying to think. Neil Patrick Harris being the voice of Peter Parker in the MTV Spider-Man, I really, really like. So, like I said, I just don't like the overall animation of this show. Don't like the suits of this show either. I hate the Spider-Man suits of this show. I don't know. I'm just not interested, but I'll watch. Hopefully, when I watch it, I'll say it's peak, or maybe I'll even say it's just good. I don't know. Time will tell, and like when we get this show. I know it's supposed to come out sometime next year, I believe. I don't think it's supposed to be coming out this year. I think it's supposed to be coming out early next year to mid next year. So, like I said, I'm not interested, but I'll watch it. I think that's gonna be the first one. Like, I'm not really interested that much for it. If I'm being totally honest with you guys. So, like I said, I'm hoping that changes when we get our maybe, because when we got our first trailer, I didn't really care for the theme of the show, because we got our first like look at the theme song for the show. I just feel like I would have preferred a Spectacular Spider-Man season, like season 3, because I think we had 2 seasons of Spectacular, or maybe 1 season of Spectacular. I would have preferred that, or a revamp of the 90s Spider-Man series, like X-Men 97. I just feel like we did not need this, if I'm being honest. If it's not a continuation of seeing Tom's freshman year, which I think all of us would have preferred, I don't know why we're doing this. I really don't. I feel like it was dumb. Like, they didn't need to do this, but I want to know your thoughts down in the comment section below. X-Men 97 Season 2. I know it doesn't say Season 2, but that's the only picture I could find in the meantime, because we have no poster. I know for sure we're going to be getting X-Men 97, I think, mid next year to late next year, I believe, because they worked on it as they were working on Season 1. I think this might be coming out to mid next year. I don't even want to say early next year. So yeah, X-Men 97 season 2. I'm putting on super excited. Like I'm super excited. This show surprised me season 1. This is a person that loved the X-Men but did not like the 90s show because I found it that it didn't get you in, it didn't get you out. There was no streamline of that we have a linear story here. We're trying to do like one story in focus and from start to finish. It kind of felt like, oh, this is just a Saturday cartoon, let's just put out whatever story we want to put out. I didn't like that. I don't like when stories don't feel streamlined, like it doesn't feel like it has an end goal and it doesn't feel like it has a beginning. Do not like that. And if I'm being honest, I hate how they treated Cyclops in the 90s series. It didn't feel like he was like the punching bag of Wolverine. He didn't feel like a leader as much. I found it that this was portrayed the right way in X-Men 97, that Wolverine respects Cyclops and respects him as the leader, and he's not using Cyclops as a punching bag. I preferred that, and I think the animation is 1,000 times better. I know a lot of you guys down in the comment section are saying, well, it was in the 90s, what do you expect? But if I'm being honest, I'm just not in love with it. I really was never in love with that kind of way it was drawn. Yes, I love the Spider-Man 90s show, and you could say it's the same thing, but I find it even that the Spider-Man 90s show is more streamlined of storytelling than it is the X-Men 90s show. Whether you guys agree with me or not, that's personally how I feel. And this show with the animation of X-Men 97, with this kind of, we want to get you in, we want to get you out. This is one story that we're trying to tell. We're not trying to waste time here, except one episode, which of course was the Watch Mojo episode or Mojo episode. I can't remember what the hell that villain's name was. I know it was an OG villain from the 90s show, but like I said, I didn't care for that Jubilee episode. But other than that, like the show was solid. The cliffhanger, or kind of the way we left it, it was like a huge cliffhanger, I think. I'm super excited to see where that's going to continue with Apocalypse going into season 2. Super excited about that. So really interested for season 2. Going to be reacting to season 2 over on the Patreon. Stay tuned for that. And I want to do a rewatch over on the Patreon for season 1 to get ready for season 2 when we get some like trailers and we get an idea of when season 2 is coming out next year. Stay tuned for that over on the Patreon. $5 a month, definitely worth it. Because like I said, we're going to be reacting to Agatha, Daredevil, Born Again, and also X-Men 97 Season 2. We got some heat coming over there, and Ironheart and more. Stay tuned. But like I said, going on to Eyes of Wakanda, I am interested. I'm interested. I wouldn't say super excited, but I am interested in this. I want to say a little bit more than What If, a little bit more than Agatha, and I don't want to say a little bit more than Thunderbolts. I think Thunderbolts is still at the top. Then I would probably say Ironheart. Then I would say Eyes of Wakanda. Then probably Agatha, and then What If. That's probably how I do it. Or What If, then Agatha. I'm not quite sure. But definitely Eyes of Wakanda, I am definitely interested in because I'm excited to see this takes place. This is a prequel, and this takes place of the beginnings of Wakanda. I want to say I'm super excited for this because out of all of these cartoons, you know what? Fuck it. I'm putting it in super excited. I am super excited about this. What am I talking about? The idea of finding out more about the beginnings of Wakanda and knowing that Ryan Coogler is involved with this show. I think he is, because I remember, I think when they mentioned this, they said Ryan Coogler was involved, or I know he's involved in Ironheart, I believe, but I think he's also involved in Eyes of Wakanda. I'm super excited just to learn more of the history of Wakanda, of how it really became that, how it really became that big, empire. Like, I'm really excited how it became that kind of like that global power. Like, I'm super excited to just learn more about that, because I'm gonna be honest, my favorite sequence of Black Panther 1 is seeing the sands and the storytelling from T'Challa's brother, or not T'Challa's brother, King T'Chaka's brother, kind of telling that story of the beginnings of Wakanda to Killmonger. So I'm really, really excited to see more of that going into Eyes of Wakanda. So, like, if I'm being honest, I'm really interested. I'm super excited for it. Like, I am super excited. I wouldn't even say I'm just interested. I think out of all of those, I think I'm more excited about that than I am for all of the ones on interested, if I'm being honest. It would, you know what I mean? I think that's really, really good, because, like I said, I think we need more animated shows that I think people are more excited for. And I think that this will be on par, I think, with X-Men 97. I do think so. Like, the action level, the storytelling, it could be on that par. I do think so. So I'm actually super excited for that. I really am, because out of all the animated stuff, that's the one I'm most excited about. Besides X Men '97 season 2, and I think that's good for a new project that's just not X Men '97. I'm excited for this, and I think what a great show that I'm excited for. So yeah, I'm super excited about this. Marvel Zombies. I'm not gonna lie, I don't care. I don't care. And a lot of you guys might be super surprised because this is actually going to be Marvel's first, I think, rated M or rated I forget. I think this is supposed to be kind of like their first R animated series. I don't care for it. Or their first mature animated series. I really don't care for it. The zombie episodes are my least favorite in What If. My least favorite. I don't give a shit about those episodes. I never rewatched those episodes. I don't care to watch them. Anytime we got those episodes, I was like, I just do not care. The idea was fun at first, but I was like, I actually don't care about this. And it's funny to me because I love The Last of Us, and The Last of Us kind of has the same idea of dead creatures. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So that were humans, but I find I enjoy The Last of Us stuff more than I enjoy just straight up zombie stuff, if that makes any sense. Like, I just don't care for the show. I mean, for the longest time, we didn't even like. We got this project announced around the time, I think, of like Ironheart, all these things. Like back in like, I think it was last year or the year prior, like around She-Hulk, I think is when we heard about this series, and we've saw nothing since. They did show footage at D23, but that did not get leaked out. We had some kind of people inside of D23 that described the footage that they did get that got shown at D23, and it was like Katie using the 10 rings to save Shung's life from him being bit, and I was like, I just don't care for that. It doesn't even sound interesting to me. My sister said she doesn't even, like, she said she won't even watch it at all, and I'm like, I'll watch it, but like, I just don't care. And I'm gonna be honest, I feel like at the point, if it wasn't Marvel, I don't think I'd watch it at all. So that's the thing, is that I won't watch it at all, but because it's Marvel. But I'm at the point where I just do not care for this project. That's I'm like, I am more interested in the Spider-Man freshman year than I am in zombies, which is crazy because I love Spider-Man, but even then it's like, yeah, like Marvel Zombies, it just ain't. It's not something I'm more excited for than freshman year. And like I said, freshman year, like I said, I'm not interested, but I'll watch it because it's Marvel. I'm more interested in that, and I'll watch it because it's Marvel than I am, like, I just don't care. I just don't care for this, and I might not even watch it. It depends on how that, like, when we first see that footage or more trailers, how that depicts on if I even want to sit down and watch it. But at this point, I just don't care for it, and I want to know what you guys think about that, because I know a couple of you guys just want to see footage for it. A lot of you guys like zombies, like the idea of Marvel Zombies, like the idea of it's going to be like Marvel's first R kind of animated series. I just don't care. I heard that this is like going to be like, I think just 4 episodes or 5 episodes, I think, and they're going to be long. I think this isn't even going to be something that's like 6 or 7 episodes long. I think it's supposed to be just like 4 or 5 episodes, I think, or 3. I'm not sure. Let me know down in the comment section below. But I just don't care for it. Armor Wars, I'm still excited for this, and I know that this, I think, is a movie now, not a series. Initially, it was supposed to be a series, but now it's a movie, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like we just have not heard anything about this. But like I said, I am interested in it. I'm not super excited, but I am interested. It's not like I'm not interested, but I'll watch. It's not that I don't care or won't watch at all. I am interested in Armor Wars. I love the character of Rhodey. Ever since Iron Man 2, that character has just really kept skyrocketing up as one of my favorite characters to have on the team. And I just want to see really like him go more in the forefront of the Iron Man tech. I feel like it makes sense that it would be him because, of course, it is Tony's best friend, and he's been in the suit just as long as Tony has, if not, you know what I mean, or not as long, but like, or just not just as long, but also like the one that's been in the suit the longest, more than Riri has. So I want him to be more at the forefront of Stark tech and in the suits, what like, and people getting their hands on them, and what that tech. The tech in the wrong hands, like what that means, the government having it, or maybe like, you know, other bad people having it, like on the enemy. I'm excited to see the idea of it. So I am interested. I really want to get footage for this. I'm pretty sure they haven't even started filming this yet. I'm pretty sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know much about this project, but I know I'm interested. My sister said she just doesn't care at all for this, and I doesn't like. I think she said, yeah, she just don't. She just doesn't care. I don't think she said I won't watch it at all, but she said she just doesn't care. Um, Avengers Doomsday. Super excited. I mean, come on, that reveal from that reveal on at D23. I just I couldn't believe it. Of the Russos coming out and that being confirmed, because we did hear rumors that they were coming back for Avengers, Avengers Kang Dynasty or Avengers 5 at that point, and also Avengers 6. We did hear that they were coming back for like Avengers 5 and Avengers Secret Wars. We heard about it. We didn't know if it was true. There's some reliable sources were saying it was true, but I was like, I don't know. I like the idea of that because I feel like they made shit outside the Marvel universe, but I'm glad that they're back because I think that they can. This is where they can thrive, and their inspiration will come in, and we'll kind of get back to that Endgame and Infinity War kind of conclusion to phases 4, 5, and 6. I believe phases 4, 5, and 6. So super excited. And also, this is where I got announced that Robert Downey Jr. is coming back, not as Iron Man, but as Victor Von Doom. So super excited. Like I said, he could still be like Tony Stark. He could still be called Tony Stark or something, or look like Tony Stark, but could be called Victor Von Doom and be Doctor Doom, or he could be Tony Stark, or like a variant of Tony Stark, but just goes by Doctor Doom instead of the moniker of Iron Man. He goes by Doctor Doom. Like, I don't understand why people are making it such a big fucking deal. We're still in the multiverse saga era. Like, use your fucking head. I don't know why this is such a big deal to people. It's like they're making it sound like Marvel hasn't shown us other people playing other characters, or you know what I mean, or like other people playing other characters but still playing themselves, but are playing a superhero. You know what I mean? Like, for instance, Maria Rambeau in Multiverse of Madness was still Maria Rambeau, but she went by the moniker of Captain Marvel. There you go. So he could be Tony Stark, but go by the moniker of Doctor Doom. Like, it's to use your brain, please, people. But like I said, I'm super excited about this. I think the Russo brothers can really cook here. I think it started with Tony in the beginning of the MCU. I think it should, like, especially if they're going to do the reboot, I really hope they're not going to. And we still kind of have everything still, like, canon, but just we're in with a new era of characters, maybe. Of not characters we've seen before, but we just get to continue with some other new characters pop up with, a collision with another world. And, of course, as Reed Richards said, and of course Fantastic Four, of an incursion and Battle World and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Of just characters coming in that we haven't seen, whether them be X-Men or Inhumans or something like that. I want things to just continue and not everything us get like a full ass reboot where we see Steve Rogers Captain America again from the get go, from the beginning. That shit's boring to me. I do not want that. And I just feel like it's a spit in the face of people that have been watching all this history and have been here since day one. And it's a spit in the face to just reboot everything to cater to the people that are lazy and that just don't want to watch projects. I hate that idea of that. It's bullshit to me. It's okay if you don't want to watch a project. You know what I mean? There's a thing called New Rockstars. There's a thing called Screen Crush that you can get updated on projects that you don't want to sit and watch, whether they be movies or series, to get you caught up so then you can go into the next project. Like, I can't stand when people bitch and complain when there is videos that people make. So if people don't want to watch those projects, whether it be movies or shows. You know what I mean? It's bullshit. So, like I said, super excited for Avengers Doomsday. I'm excited. Like, you guys know my excitement on YouTube for it. You guys know my excitement of me making, I think I showed my pictures of me using my Doom Marvel Legends and putting the Tony Stark head on my Doom figure and like posting those pictures on Instagram, TikTok. I also, I think, posted them here on the YouTube channel. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm super excited for Avengers Doomsday. And you already know I'm super excited for Avengers Secret Wars. Super excited. Cannot wait. This is the event of a lifetime. I mean, I get Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars. This is our Infinity War and our Endgame. This is going to be crazy. And the Russos that gave us peak are back at the helm. I don't think you guys understand the cooking, the peak, the fucking, like, the mic drop that they're about to do again before DC. We got the Russo brothers back and we got Robert Downey Jr. back before DC could even get a project off the ground. and have a successful universe. That's fucked. You know what I mean? We got Russo brothers coming back and RDJ coming back before GTA 6. At this point, like, yeah, like Marvel, yeah. RIP DC, shut down the studio. I know a lot of people, you guys want to be delusional, but if I'm being honest, they just gotta shut that shit down. They're still trying to play catch up. I mean, whether people want to admit that or not, I don't want to go too much into it, but like you see that huge ass cast in Superman Legacy. That's just screaming catch up to me. Instead of just focusing on the character of Superman, like they're throwing way too many characters in there. But that's besides the point. That's like the Russo brothers are about to do a mic drop again, are about to show people why Marvel is the best, why Marvel Studios is the best comic book studio ever. They're about to show it again. So super excited. And yeah, like I said, Marvel might have had some projects that people didn't like, but at least they've put them out and gave it a chance and didn't, I don't know, put stuff back on the shelf or delete project files instead of just releasing them. Batgirl. See what I'm saying? Bullshit. But going on to the next one, of course, is Shang-Chi 2. Super excited. I'm super excited for Shang-Chi 2. I love Shang-Chi 1. I'm a sucker for martial artist movies or shows. Just a sucker for it. Love it. And this is right up my alley. I need a Shang-Chi 2 in my veins right now. Simu Liu is a star. I think he should be at the forefront of the Avengers. Same with Sam. I think there should be the 2 leaders or 3 leaders, adding Captain Marvel. I think there should be the 3 leaders of the Avengers. The two second in command to Sam's Cap. And I'm excited to see it. I really want to see this character again. I think we might see this character again probably. I know it's going to be before Doomsday. I can't imagine it'd be after Doomsday. At least I hope it's not after Doomsday. I hope we get it very earlier on before we get Doomsday, which means that we're going to have to get a Shang-Chi 2 sometime early 2026. Because Avengers Doomsday comes out in 2026. So they have some work to do. They got to start Shang-Chi 2 like next year. I'm hoping, or like sometime at the end of this year. I don't know when they're going to do it, but I hope it's a damn good script. I hope Dustin Daniel Cretton as cooked. I hope he's not going to let people rush him. I need this to be a successful sequel to match the tone and vibe and ensure awesomeness of the first movie. So yeah, I'm just super excited for Shang-Chi 2. That we have a chance to get Iron Fist to appear in Shang-Chi 2. I really hope so. I heard the idea that this is going to be Shang-Chi 2 is going to be a time travel movie, and we're going to get to see like an older Iron Fist. Love to see that, and I would love even more if we jump to like at the end of the movie we jump to present day and he finds the present day Iron Fist, which could even be like a Colleen, since they canonized all the Marvel Defenders universe stuff. It could be Colleen. It could even be Danny Rand again, and it could be Finn Jones. I don't know. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't really care to have Finn Jones back, but if he's willing to put in the work and he's not willing to slack, I'm perfectly fine with having him back. I just need him to put in the work and not be a bum. You know what I mean? And actually like put in the work, because if it's an honor to play these characters, these superheroes that mean so much to people. If I ever got cast in the MCU as any character, I would put my heart, my sweat, blood, and tears, and my heart all into the devotion of making that character as great as he is in the comics. I mean every word by what I am saying. Marvel, if you ever cast me as anybody, Sunspot, I don't know, like Miles Morales, I would, oh god, I would give it my all. Just no, I would give it my all. I would give it my all. Just no, I would never disappoint. Of course we have Wonder Man. I just want to say, R.I.P. and also, I send my, regards to the family member that lost someone on the set of Wonder Man. I know that someone lost their life. I think it was a stunt person on set of Wonder Man, or someone that worked on the lights of the set of Wonder Man. But like I said, I just want to give my, condolences to that person's family. I know that losing a loved one is very, very hard, and I know that Marvel, from what I can tell, is really it was really like, dealing with that situation as well as they can. Um, I really really hope that they pay for that all that person's families, you know, you know everything. I really really do, and can help that family out as much as they can. But yeah, like I said, I'm interested in this project. I don't really know much about the character of Wonder Man. I saw the set photos of Wonder Man. I know that I think after that person died, I know that they think they shut down the set. I don't know if they're still continuing filming yet. I'm not very updated on what's going on with that project. So let me know. I know, like I said, the main dude that's gonna be playing Wonder Man is, oh God, why am I forgetting it? I know his name. He played Black Manta and Aquaman. Let me look up Aquaman. Give me a minute, guys. I just want to say his name right. It's on the tip of my tongue too. It's like something Abdul, I think. Yaya Abdul. Yeah, Yaya Abdul. Mateen. Mateen. If I'm saying your name wrong, I'm sorry if I said that wrong. Yeah, but Yaya Abdul. Yeah, I think he's great. I loved him as Black Manta. I think he is a damn good casting as Wonder Man. He looks the part of Wonder Man. He has the damn range to be Wonder Man. To pull this character off, like I said, I don't know much about this character, but from what I can see from the image, I think he'd probably be and knowing his acting range and his acting talent, I think he could be a great fucking Wonder Man. So I'm excited. I like the vibes of what I saw from the set photos. So like I said, I think I want to say I'm interested. I'm interested, not super excited, but I am interested. Blade, super excited. And that's the last one, guys. I'm going into Blade though. Like, I know this project was supposed to come out, I think, this year, if I'm correct. I think Blade was supposed to come out this year or last year. I'm not quite sure. This movie has moved so much. They haven't even started production on this movie. Like, nothing. I don't even think a script is done for this movie. They went through, I think, like 3 scripts or 2 scripts. I'm not sure. Or maybe no. I know they've made scripts. I don't think they've made no scripts, but I think they went to like 3 or 2 scripts already. I think at one point, even the dude that's playing Blade, Mahershala Ali, I think he threatened to leave at one point. Like, I don't know much about what the hell is going on with this project. I don't even know what state it's in. I just know that this movie needs to come out. Because if this movie does not come out, and it's got pushed so many times to the point where we got, and this is a roast on Marvel, we got freaking, oh, I can't, Mahershala Ali. Yeah, no, not Mahershala Ali. Why can't I remember his name? Oh my God, what's his name? No. Oh, wait a second. Blade. And I'm gonna kick my ass. Wesley Snipes. Oh my God. Sorry, guys. It's late. But we got Wesley Snipes in Deadpool and Wolverine before we got our own Blade in the MCU. And when he said there's only gonna be one Blade, and then Deadpool looks at the camera, that was a dig at Marvel. But also, like, did you not hear it yet, man? Or I think it was mainly a dig at Marvel, him saying, Marvel, you better get on it. He's right here. He said there's only one Blade, and it's kind of true. As of right now, Wesley Snipes is really our only Blade. And he came back before they could even get a script off the ground for Mahershala to give his take as Blade. I'm not on the side of people that say just bring back Wesley Snipes and make another Blade movie. Like, we don't even need a Mahershala Ali Blade movie. Fuck that people are saying that. I hate when people do say shit like that of like, like we don't need another Blade when Mahershala is the best Blade that we're ever gonna have, and no one's better than him. No one else should play that character. Those are the same weirdos that say no one else should play Wolverine. It should just stay Hugh Jackman. Just because one actor has played the character for so long, or the only one to play a character for so long, does not mean there should be no other actor to try playing that character. That actor does not own that role. And again, like, I wouldn't even say, the only thing I would probably say to that, of agreeing with something like that, is about, was it Chadwick Boseman? I think he was really the only one that should be playing Black Panther. And that's just how I think for that. I think he should be the only one doing it, but like I said, the Black Panther, or at least playing T'Challa in a way, because at the same time, I'm okay with somebody else playing T'Challa because they build it in the story where, T'Challa and, Nakia had a kid named T'Challa, and we have Shuri as the Black Panther. I think that things like that can be ways to get around that situation where I'm okay with that. I think they did that in a very, very great way where I'm more than open and I'm willing to, and I love seeing Shuri as the new Black Panther. I love seeing the character of T'Challa still living through his son. That's the ways I feel like they should be doing things like that, situations like that. But also, like I said, X-23, I love X-23, but I do want our Logan, our MCU Logan. I want him more than I just want X-23 to come in and be our Wolverine. You know what I mean? It's like, no. You know what I mean? I want our Logan. So that's what I'm saying. Like, you know what I mean? Like situations like that. So I hate when people say that only one person needs to play one. Like, we have had multiple Spider-Man. We've had multiple Superman. Can we just stop with that bullshit? You know what I mean? It's just ridiculous. And I do want Mahershala Ali's Blade. I want it. I want it. I even if I have to wait for it, as long as it's gonna happen, and as long as they, I'd rather them wait until the script is right than just rush it out at a time where people aren't liking Marvel projects and it would not hit. At the same time, this is kind of like a relief because at the same time, like Mahershala, like was it Wesley Snipes left the character on a very, very high. I don't know about a very, very high note because Blade 3 is trash, but you get my drift. Like, he made such a great impression with that character where people do say that no, like they can't see anybody else as the character. But I think that if to make people's perception of that go away, this Blade movie needs to be fucking phenomenal. So I'd rather them wait than just release it and it be shit with a shitty script. So I'm okay with waiting, but I do want this movie. I'm super excited for this movie still. I want it. I need it. Especially after seeing Wesley Snipes back as Blade, it makes me crave more for the character of Blade. I want Blade. Give it to me now, please. Like, please let it be before Doomsday, bro. Like, come on, man. If that movie does not come out before Avengers Doomsday, the movie's cooked. It's probably cooked. I'm gonna be honest with you. If it can't hit before Doomsday, and that's in 2026, we're cooked. The movie's probably not happening at all. So if we don't hear anything about it between the end of this year to the beginning of next year, maybe to the beginning of next year, we're cooked. Let's just hope we hear something. But like I said, guys, that was my ranking of all the upcoming projects in phases 5 and phase 6. Super, super excited to hear what you guys have to say about my ranking. Here's a close look of how it looks, how I ranked everything. Of course, I'm super excited. We have Captain America Brave New World, Daredevil Born Again, Fantastic Four First Steps, X-Men 97 Season 2, Eyes of Wakanda, Avengers Doomsday, Avengers Secret Wars, Shang-Chi 2, and Blade. I'm interested to have Agatha All Along. I have Thunderbolts, Ironheart, What If Season 3, Armor Wars, and of course, Wonder Man. It's funny because my sister called this. She couldn't figure out the name of the show. She called it He-Man. I was like, bro, there's already a thing called He-Man, and that ain't him. So that was really, really funny. Also, I'm not interested, but I'll watch, of course, is Spider-Man Freshman Year. I know for a lot of people that may be super interested, but I could give a rat's ass about the show, dude. Until we start getting some footage, fuck that. Fuck the footage. We already got footage. I already saw footage. Until I actually get to watch the show, feel the vibe myself, this show might be with Miss Marvel and bad, if I'm being totally honest with you guys. It could go to bad for all I know. And then Don't Care, I have Marvel Zombies. I have nothing in, won't watch at all. So I'd say that's pretty damn good. Even interested isn't even bad. I'm not super excited for the ones that are in the interested column. I think if I really had to choose one I'm super excited about in the interested column, if I had to choose one, it's Thunderbolts for sure. Like, when I get some more footage for that, that might move up to super excited. I'm super excited. Who knows? I'll keep you guys posted on that when we keep getting like more stuff for Thunderbolts, when we actually get our first trailer that drops to the public that isn't so grainy. When we start getting like more clips and footage for that movie, I'll keep you guys posted, and especially I'm gonna get my non-spoiler and spoiler reviews for that movie when it comes out next year, I believe in May, around my birthday, because my birthday's in May. So that's really, really cool to have that movie coming out on my birthday. And I think there's a chance that this movie could be great. There's a lot of things that are happening in this movie that could be big things that go into the MCU. So super, super excited. But like I said, I want to hear your thoughts down in the comments below, guys. Let me know. As always, guys, that was my ranking, like I said, of all of the upcoming MCU projects in phases 5 and 6. I hope everybody has a great day, a safe day, and I'll catch you guys next Tuesday for the next Tier List Tuesday video. Peace.